With chapter 1, we are not going to start any calculation until chapter 3. So beginning with chapter 3, we will start our calculations. First chapter, if you look at the title, it says Introduction to Statistics, and that's what this chapter is all about. Certain things we need to get used to. Some of these concepts like research, statistics, data, raw scores, population, sample, random sample, what is a sampling frame, descriptive statistics, inferential statistics. Then next couple of things I have typed, statistic and parameter, you can skip that. Statistics and parameter, you can delete those two. Sampling error and all those other things. So let's start with the very first issue, which is research. What is a, thank you. What is a research? It says, if you look at the book, page number 3, it says it's a systematic inquiry in search of knowledge. That means what we are saying is we do have the knowledge on some issue on the topic of our research. However, we want to build more upon that knowledge we have. So we are going to start building that extra knowledge step by step, systematically. That's the reason we need to do research. Statistics. See, when you are doing a research, you can have two types of research. You know that one is called qualitative research and quantitative research. Qualitative research is what? What kind of research you will call qualitative anyway? And what kind of research you will call quantitative? Anybody, any idea? Yeah.
Quantitative more with data, numbers.
And qualitative?
It's more description.
Yes. Qualitative data, it is more descriptive. For example, if you are talking about, let me give you an example. You know, most of these prison systems nowadays in our country, they do have this program which is called re-entry programs. Did you know that? Like Putnamville Prison, they do have this re-entry program. If you want to go to this facility, it is way on the other side of the actual prison. So what it is prisoners who are about 6 months away from their release time, depending on their good behavior, they can be placed in this re-entry program. They can go through educational programs. They can go through job search, any other kind of things, which the main idea is they are going to re-enter their society. So before they re-enter the society, the idea of the prison official is to prepare them so that they can fit in the society and they do not commit another crime and come back. So if you are collecting data on these kind of programs, and you are trying to find out effectiveness of this program. Meaning, let's say you are looking at 2 calendar years, 2009, 2010, all prisoners who participated in this program. And then the idea is what? To make them reform so that they do not come back. That means you can follow them up during the calendar year of 2011 to see what percentage they committed another crime and came back to prison. So that one way you can study. When you do this kind of study, you are not using descriptive study. You have to use numbers. So when you are using numbers, then those studies are called quantitative studies. Then on the other hand, if you are still studying the same re-entry program but you are not focusing on effectiveness, all you are doing is looking at the history. When we started the first re-entry program in our nation, how many states they started with? What kind of funding those prisons they got from the State Department of Corrections or the federal department? So if you are studying the historical background, the whole descriptive issue of this re-entry program, then you will be conducting a qualitative study. So simply said, qualitative studies are descriptive studies, no numbers, no statistical analysis. Quantitative studies, they are not descriptive, they are all numbers and statistical analysis. That's why they are called quantitative. Now, why did I go there? What was the main reason? Why did I do that?
You were just showing us an example.
Oh, yes, okay. Now, the data, let's see what you have here. When you are collecting data, for example, you are collecting data on, let's say, employment. That's your variable. When you are collecting data on this variable and you are collecting it for 3 different categories, let's say you have full-time, part-time, and unemployed. You have 3 categories. So you are really collecting detailed information on your subjects. So full-time, part-time, unemployed. So you collected that data. When you are done collecting that data on these things, that is the raw data, meaning the exact data you collected. Then you have to make some, that's the raw score. Then you have to make modification, because when we put our data in any kind of a software, the software we normally use here is called SPSS, Statistical Package for Social Science. When you put that data, any data you collect, especially quantitative data, when you put that data in this software, what do you see? Anybody has used SPSS here? Ever? Okay, you did. What do you see when you open the data file?
It's like a spreadsheet.
Just numbers. No letters, all numbers. So, the point I am trying to make here is when you put that data on employment, you cannot type, let's say you are dealing with one person who is working full-time. When you put the data in the software, you cannot type full-time, no. Because software cannot read letters. It can read only numbers. So you have to use certain kind of numbers